What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talk Growth Financial. Today I wanted to take you through Draftkings, and I wanted to start off by going over just exactly what it is that they do as a company, and then I wanted to take you through the legalization of online sports betting, where they are in that process, and what it could mean for them and their revenues coming into the future, because they are not yet profitable, but that could definitely change as more states legalize online sports betting. So I just wanted to give you the recent news on that, and then I wanted to take you through the technical analysis, show you guys exactly what I'm seeing with the recent price movement on the stock, and then finish it off by just showing you some analyst price predictions, and then really just wrapping it up from there. So let's get started with what exactly it is that Draftkings does as a company. So Draftkings is a digital sports entertainment and gaming company, and they operate through two different segments. The first one is the B2C segment, and they focus on sports books and the iGames products. And the next segment that they are a part of is the B2B segment, in which they design, develop, and license the different sports betting software and casino game software to then launch into the products that they have on their app. So now that you guys have a well-rounded understanding of exactly what it is that Draftkings does as a company, now I wanted to take you through the legalization process, and the next step in that process for Draftkings was teaming up with Rush Street Interactive and heading to New York, where they're going to launch their mobile sports betting platform. So this move just really follows the state's gaming commission's approval for online and mobile sports betting, which happened in April. And another thing that I think ties directly into this is the fact that the NFL playoffs are coming up here shortly. So I think that the fact that they're launching this right before the playoffs is a great move on their part. And I think that this is going to give them a faster road to profitability in the future, especially in the state of New York, where there is a lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of those people are going to be watching the NFL playoffs. But with that being said, I do think that currently short sellers do have the edge right now, as the stock is off 60% from its high that it had in 2021. And the main concern for Draftkings, the reason why I think it has been pushed down so far, is just the question that poses itself: will they ever be able to become profitable? And I think that this question has been put out there so much that the CEO and CFO have both come out and kind of talked about this a little bit, each on separate occasions, and this is kind of just the gist of what they said. So both of them basically said it takes about 2 to 3 years to become profitable in a state. And this stuck true in New Jersey, where it only took them 2 years to become profitable, and they said that they are on a similar trajectory in all other states where online sports betting is legal. And as more and more states legalize sports betting, it should take about 2 to 3 years for those states to become profitable. And if you take it on a state-by-state basis, as more and more states legalize, they are due to become profitable in time. So it's going to take time. They're not going to become profitable here in the short term. But if you're buying this and holding this for the long term, I think that it is a very good buying opportunity where it's at now because of the dip. I'm not saying it's not going to dip any lower, because I don't know what it's going to do here in the short term. But in the long term, once they become profitable, I think this is going to be a cash machine. So now, after pointing all that out, I wanted to just go over the chart with you guys real quick, then go over the analyst ratings on TipRank, kind of see where their price targets are at, and then go from there. Okay, so when you're looking at this, I don't see too much here. I see a slight pattern forming in between those lines that I drew, and it could bounce back up to about the $45 level if it continues in this trend, especially because the RSI is kind of low, which could indicate a reversal, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a reversal here. But it's just something to keep your eyes on, so I just wanted to point this out. So now when I bring up the tip ranks for Draftkings, it really looks like there is a lot of upside from what other people think about the future of this company is in the next 12 months. And as you can see, the average price target has it at $49.35, which is an 88.86% upside, which according to these price targets, there's not much of a downside either. If you look at the lowest price target, it's at $23, which wouldn't be much of a loss. I think the high price target is a little outlandish, but you're always going to have the one guy who just thinks it's going to go to the moon. So in conclusion, kind of just to wrap this whole thing up, I think that in the long term, this is a great buying opportunity right now. I think that getting in at this price off the highs that it was at in 2021, like I said, it's down about 60% off those highs. I think it is a great buying opportunity. But for the short term, I wouldn't necessarily say the same thing, just because they are not yet profitable, and that road to profitability might take a while. So I would just kind of err on the side of caution if you are thinking about buying for the short term. But if you're thinking about buying for the long term, I would say just go for it, because I think this is going to really pay off for you in the future. So that's all for today. If you found this video helpful at all I ask is that you punch that like and subscribe button and leave a comment below if you have any other suggestions for future videos, or you just want to leave a comment about this video right here. That's fine with me, and I ask that you just have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you again, guys.